Ah, finally, it's my time. My time to escape the everyday at Slots LV with my choice of hundreds of thrilling games. Get ready to discover your perfect game. Join Slots LV, your time to play.
Yo, yo, yo. Hi, everyone. Happy solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. This is Jessica from the Mindful Drinking Movement. And I just wanted to make this impromptu podcast while I'm laying in my bed working this afternoon. And it's cold. I mean, I live in Tenerife, but it's cold today. I know I have nothing to complain about, but I'm in my robe in my bed working from bed. And I had a really emotional couple hours this morning because I had a really hard time with some of my kids. I mean, my husband got into a thing, and a person was really rude to me inside of my business yesterday, which felt awful. And just grappling with all of that and trying to work and be productive and prepare for the holidays and blah blah blah. And it's so easy to just really want to quickly bypass these negative feelings that come up. I don't, not negative feelings, but lower vibrational feelings that come up for all of us from time to time. And especially when there's so much frenzy in the air, there's so much energy, there's so much charge. We're all moving so quickly to accomplish and to wrap things up and to do and achieve. And this time of year, it just seems like it just comes to this like white head, zit point head of bursting. And so I just wanted to make this quick message for you today that in the holidays, I feel like the best way to avoid burnout is to kind of expect these times, to expect these moments of complete overwhelm and and waves of sadness and lower vibrational things to come to the surface so they can be released from our bodies and from our psyches. And also to remind that without the darkness, without the contrast, we don't experience the light. We don't get to experience the joy fully. We don't, I mean, life is these living between these two it's like a sides of polarity, right? The low and the high, and the dark and the light, and the sadness and the joy. And so, my solstice invitation for you is to welcome it. Maybe not welcome it, like, come on, make me sad, but um, to expect it and to allow it, and to allow yourself the downtime and the nurturing and maybe even the burrowing and the hibernating that is essential and required and part of our nature and the cyclical aspect of life that we're all involved in, that we are taught to, and our culture makes it so easy for us and proliferates this like shooing away of this time. But it's really of these times when we need to go within, right? And to process emotion as it comes up and to be with ourselves and to ask people for the respect and the time and the space if you need to do that, or to say no to things, turn down invitations, to give yourself the gift of introspection and rest and relaxation, and to embrace that as part of this season, the season of your life, and also the natural season that we're in. And it will pass and it will wash over you and you will feel reborn from it. That is the cyclical nature of being. And that's what this time of year reminds me of. And as I was going through this morning, I was just like, you silly goose. This is exactly what's supposed to happen. And there's nothing wrong, and there's nothing that needs fixing. It just needs time and tenderness. So if you are having a hard time today, or as you bump up against it, or it comes to you in this holiday season, just remember that it's natural and that there's nothing wrong with you, and maybe what you need is less. And also, because everything that I create content for is filtered through the mindful drinking lens, just to bring into your own awareness if you are heavily drinking at this time of year, or if you have a practice of drinking daily, drinking more on the weekends, drinking more on the holidays, or whatever your style is. If you are consuming alcohol, it really does disrupt and dysregulate your moods and your emotions. And that's not a blame or a shame. It's just a fact. It's just a scientific fact. And when you can recall that and remind yourself of that, if you're having an especially difficult emotional time, then you can just take a moment to just kind of get real with that fact, right? If you're feeling highly dysregulated and you're drinking a lot, one is causing the other, right? It's not you're dysregulated, so you drink. It's more likely that you are dysregulated because of the quantity and the consistency in which you are drinking. And again, it's not a shame or a blame. It's just an awareness. Like nobody told me that when I was drinking all the time and I was just a ball of tears. And I never wanted it to be the wine. Wine was my best friend, and I felt like I needed it to make myself feel better. But that is not the truth, and I'm just here to speak about the truth with you because we're all adults. We can pull up our adult panties or boxers or whatever, commandos we're wearing or not wearing, and just get real about the fact that alcohol dysregulates us and it's exacerbating a lower vibrational experience if that's what you're experiencing. Also, if you're new to taking breaks from drinking, that will also happen as your hormonal system and your nervous system are making their own strides back in towards homeostasis and feeling more regulated. You can feel more highly emotional, bigger dips into the lower vibrational end of the spectrum. And so to just let your mind know, oh, that's why, or oh, that's normal when you begin to take breaks from drinking, taking AF days or longer breaks from drinking, expect it. Expect it. And know that it's not anything to be afraid of or to shoo away from or to make it go away as fast as possible. It's a natural healing process. And if that's happening to you, it's a sign that something's moving and something's working on your behalf and in your favor into something greater, because healing requires growth, and growth inherently is uncomfortable. And it requires us to move into the edges of our discomfort safely, for sure, but also with bravery and understanding of what a healing path, a healing journey actually entails. Discomfort, faux show. So be nice to yourself if you're going through something. Really make conscientious efforts not to turn to alcohol to try.
Ah, finally, it's my time. My time to escape the everyday at slots.lv. With my choice of hundreds of thrilling casino games, when I joined, slots.lv tripled my first deposit. And if you sign up now, you get a bonus of up to $3,000 and 30 free spins. I really love my time on slots.lv when I hit one of their hourly jackpots. And you will too. Slots.lv, your time to play.
And fix it for you, because it will in fact be making it worse. I always encourage my clients to not drink when they're upset, because it really doesn't do you any favors and it just digs that hole deeper. Stay with yourself and move through, or let it move through you, rather. It is just energy moving, and it will pass and you will feel better, just as the sun is returning to the earth. It's the natural occurrence of life. Just as the day follows the night, you also will feel better. And just a practical tip that you can do if you are feeling shitty, allow yourself to go down, like lay down, snuggle down, cry into your pillow, hide your head in a scarf, whatever you need to do. Take time away, separate yourself, hibernate. Try not to make it about anybody else but you, and give yourself what you need. And then when you've done that for a bit, you definitely don't want to be doing that for days on end if you can help it. Give yourself that time, and then do something that feels practical and actionable with your body. And that can be going outside and going for a walk, like moving yourself, moving your physical body. What I chose to do today was just fold clothes and then filter out the clothes that my kids are no longer wearing or clothes that don't bring me joy. And I filled up 4 grocery bags of clothes. And then I walked that over to the donation box that's down the street. And that felt good. That felt freeing. And I didn't want to do it, but you kind of just, you start, right? You just start. And then the momentum is what gives you more inspiration. The momentum is what uplifts you. So allow the downtime and then conscientiously bring yourself out of it by doing something actionable with your body. Filtering through and organizing and minimizing, to me, always just feels great. And it's always like, oh, I don't want to do that. But not always. Some people really thrive in like that. I don't know, it depends on your personality. But if you can look around your environment, even your purse or your car, your closet, under the bed, and find some piece of your environment that you can purify by organizing and minimizing and by throwing things out, it really cleans up your internal energy as well, because every single thing you own has a piece of your energy in it. That's just the way it is. And so the less you can have around you, the cleaner your energy can flow through your house, through your home, through your belongings, and also through your being, your physical being. You create lightness in your being by creating lightness in your immediate environment. More space allows more lightness to come in. So that is my winter solstice. Feel good. If you don't feel good, you will feel better soon. Love note to you. Thank you for being a listener in this audience. Thank you for caring about your health and your well-being. And thank you for taking steps towards your own personal greatness. Oh, and BT Dub, I'm offering a new program in January. It starts January 10th and it runs to the 31st. It's called Something Greater. And I've designed it as a companion program. If you don't have to be doing a dry or a damp January. Damp January is just conscientiously minimizing your drinking to a very, very bare minimum. Or dry, of course, is abstaining completely. So it's like designed for people who are doing a damp or a dry January. You don't have to be, but the intention is when you take alcohol away from your awareness and your focus, where you're spending your time and your money and your energy, when you take that away, where are you going to put it? What are you going to do with all of that time and energy? Perhaps money saved. Yes, for sure, money saved. Not necessarily you have to spend money on something else. You could be saving that money. Oh, someone's calling me. My neighbor. So it is going to be a 21-day container, a private community where I will have daily support for you to connect more deeply with yourself, with your spirit, with your essence, with the core of you, with the soul of you that is asking for something more from your life. It's the part of you that is asking you, maybe you've heard this voice for a long time, or maybe you want to more finely tune into that guidance and that type of listening to your inner wisdom. That's what this program is going to be about. For 21 days, I will be with you every day. It won't be live, but there will be something for you to, I'll be right there with you, Linz. Something for you to implement every single day for 21 days, which is the time that it takes to install new neural connections. So we'll be actively dismantling the obsession that most of us have, most people in this audience have. I for sure had the obsession with alcohol. We'll be dismantling that using hypnosis, and we'll be creating new neural pathways, new excitement, a new concept of yourself and who you see yourself being, where you're putting your time, your energy, the investment of your attention. What else are you going to create? What are you going to create in 2024? I'm going to set you off on that journey on the right foot, with the right mind, with the correct thinking that you will need to get you there. Because when you take all of that emphasis away from alcohol, it's really a lot of juju. That's a lot of charge and a lot of potential. So we're going to put it into the channel of creating something new and exciting for you. So whether it's that you want to bust out a bikini bod, or write a book, or work on your relationship with your partner, or become a potter, run a marathon. What do you think about doing a lot of the time, but you just haven't gotten around to it yet? I'm going to be your kick in the ass for the new year, and we're going to do it with high vibrational meditation. I'm going to teach you amazing meditation techniques that will raise your vibration, pull your attention back into yourself, connect with your source, with your spirit, and then how do you funnel that out of you into creating something in your external world that feels like success, accomplishment, achievement in a really soul-aligned way. That's my offer. I'm so excited about it. Yeah! So today on the solstice, if you're listening to this on the solstice, woohoo, because I'm offering 20% off. It's $222 normal investment price, but today you can get 25% off using the coupon code GREATNESS, and that's all in capital letters, and I will put the link to the program, Something Greater, in the show notes. Whew. Breathe deeply, shine brightly. I love you. Have an amazing solstice. Excited for the rebirth of whatever you believe is possible. It definitely, most certainly is.
When you need to work quickly and confidently across different apps and platforms, consistent quality communication is key. Whether you're writing documents, emails, or presentations, you need Grammarly. It's an AI writing partner that helps you get your work done faster with better writing. It's always there to help because it works where you work, across 500,000 apps and websites, so you can get more done no matter where you're writing. Grammarly is the gold standard of responsible AI, trusted by millions of professionals for 15 years. It gives you personalized writing suggestions based on your audience, goals, and context, plus tone suggestions to help you navigate even the most difficult work conversations. 96% of users agree. Grammarly helps them craft more impactful writing. Sign up and download Grammarly for free at Grammarly.com/podcast. That's GRAMMARLY.com/podcast. Grammarly. Easier said, done.
How often do you compare yourself to others? It's easy to envy friends' lives on social media when you only see the good parts. But comparison is the thief of joy. Online therapy can help you focus on what you want instead of what others have, because your best life is always better than the idea of someone else's. Stop comparing and start living with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com.